friends, welcome back to Belle's Library. Today I am doing the favorite people tag. I was tagged in this tag by Nicole from Noteworthy Fiction, and it was originally created by Gareth at Books, Songs, and Other Magic. There are 8 prompts for this tag. The first one is name your favorite author. So my favorite contemporary author is Kate Morton. I love the things that she puts out. She has kind of a modern gothic sense to her, and her books are set usually in like Australia or England. I really like her. The second one, I think mid-century era, would be Daphne du Maurier. Same thing, kind of that gothic feel to things, usually set in England. In fact, I don't think I've read anything of hers that's not. And just that same sort of feel that you get from Kate Morton. And then I think my favorite classic author would have to be Emily Bronte. Again, for the same reasons. I really wish that she would have been able to live a longer life. I think she would have produced quite a few really good works along the same vein as Wuthering Heights. And I've been going through her collection of poetry, and I just really like her. I really like the way her mind works and the things she feels, right? I feel like we would have been friends if I would have had the guts to talk to her. All right, number 2 is name your favorite comedian or comedy actor. Now, I do not watch a lot of TV or movies, so I'm just gonna have to go off of things that I've watched. I watch a lot of Doctor Who, and on Doctor Who, I really love Catherine Tate. I think she's the one that plays Donna, if, you know, for most American audiences know her as Donna Noble. I think like her regular comedy is probably a little too, I don't know, raunchy for my tastes, a little too crass. But I really like her on Doctor Who. I think she's super funny. And she's probably a really, really great person. But anyway, I like her. And I don't know, I used to like Jim Carrey, like in the 90s. But I don't watch a whole lot of stuff, so it's hard for me to really answer that one well. Number 3 is name your favorite dramatic or serious actor or actress. And I think for this one, it's people who can play like a lot of different roles well, right? They don't have just one flat character that is just always who they play. They always play a funny guy. They always play a villain. They always play a, you know, FBI agent or something, but they can play lots of different kinds of roles. And so people like that would be like Olivia Colman, Leonardo DiCaprio, David Tennant does a lot of roles well, Tom Hanks, people like that. While I don't like everything they're in, I really admire the fact that they are able to play so many diverse roles. Number 4 is name your favorite political figure, past or present. This one was hard because I don't like politics. I don't like to talk about politics. I don't even want to go there. But I do really admire William and Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales. I don't know. I've always just kind of followed them. William and I are the same age, and I can remember my mom really loved Princess Diana in the 80s and early 90s, and so I just kind of picked up on that whole, you know, royal family vibe, I guess. I don't know any of them personally, obviously, but just from what I've seen, there are a few of them that I don't care for too much, but I think that I really do like William and Catherine. And from what I know of Harry, I do I do like Harry. I think that he's probably irresistible in a lot of ways, but all the feelings you're feeling right now, that's why I don't like to talk about politics. So you guys can scratch that if you're offended, and we'll move on. Number 5 is name your favorite film, director, or writer. And I have to admit that I don't really keep up a lot on, you know, who directed what. The only director that I can think of is Alfred Hitchcock, and I love Alfred Hitchcock movies, so maybe he's my favorite director. But my favorite writer, I think, would be Stephen Moffat, who wrote a lot of the Doctor Who episodes. I think he's a really great writer, and I'm really glad that he has come back to write some of the newest season. Some of my favorite Doctor Who episodes are written by Stephen Moffat, so he's my favorite writer, I think. I mean, you know, again, like, I don't keep up, but those are the ones that come to mind. Number 6 is name your favorite new discovery. So I have discovered some new YouTubers lately, new booktubers especially, but one girl that really stuck out to me, I was listening to the other night when I was sewing. Her name is Hope Ann, and I will put her channel down in the description. I don't think she doesn't talk about strictly books. She is just more like a, you know, like a vlogger, like a lifestyle vlogger, but she does talk about books and other stuff. But it was just really encouraging that watched a couple of videos from her. She did one on spring, maybe it was spring books, just spring stuff, and like spring movies and spring books and spring treats, and it was just like all about spring, and it was just happy and fun, and her whole, you know, aesthetic was really up my alley, and I really like what she's doing with her channel. So she's one of my newest favorite discoveries. I also really need to mention Debs from Raina Reads on here because I just adore her. Debs, hi. She watches a lot of my videos and comments and leaves really nice comments. She just seems like such a kind person, and I actually do really need to give her a mention as well. She is one of my new favorite booktubers for sure. All right, and then the next one, I think number 7, is name your favorite musician or singer. So my favorite like band is U2. I love Bono. I love U2. I love U2. I just adore them. One of my favorite YouTube memories, it's dumb, but I was coming home from Kent, Washington. My husband had graduated college and we were coming home, and we had just left town, and I had heard that U2 was actually playing. I don't know if they were actually in Seattle or if they were in Kent. I don't know, they were close anyway. And they were there that night, and I was like, oh, I just would have loved to have gone to that concert. And so we turned on the radio. We had like a 5 or 6 hour drive home, and we turned on a station that was a Seattle area station. And we were driving home to Eastern Oregon. So yeah, about 5.5 hours. And they were doing like a U2, you know, marathon because of them playing. And so like they were just playing U2 for like the whole night. And that station stayed on all the way back home, so I could listen to U2 for 5.5 hours driving home. It shouldn't have lasted that long. You know, that station should have gone out long before we hit, you know, the Oregon border, but it didn't. And I just thought that was the coolest thing because it stayed on for me to have my little concert. And then I think my favorite female singer would be Adele. I adore her. I love her voice. You know, I just love her songs, and I can sing with her too. So that's always nice when you can sing along, right? If you're in the same vocal range or whatever. So that's really great. But of course I don't do that around anyone else, just, you know, by myself. And then number 8 is name your most inspirational person. And I do have a lot of great people in my life that are inspirational to me. But I think I'll mention my husband. His name is Jamie. And I'm actually refilming this video because I made this video the other night, and the video itself was like 10 minutes long, but like 6 minutes of it was me going off about how great Jamie is. And so I was like, Jamie was like, please don't post that. But he's a really great person. He really is. Since we have been together, so we met when we were 13 and 14, and we got married when we were 18 and 19, and that was 26 years ago. And he has just done some cool stuff. Like, he is literally the smartest person I know, like by far. He is so stinking smart, and he just figures things out. And he's just one of those people that it's like, I have this goal, I'm gonna do the goal. Like, he just comes up with challenges, right? So you know, he's been kind of in the same career for years. He's in IT, and he's been doing some level of that for years now, but it doesn't get boring because he is always challenging himself to learn something new and just to grow. He has all kinds of cool artistic hobbies that he does, you know, when he's not working, and he's just always kind of trying to learn something or master something or create something, and that's just really inspiring to me. He has, from the very beginning, just really provided for us. So some of you guys don't know that I have 9 children, and I've homeschooled them. I've been able to stay home with them our whole marriage, and that has just been really a blessing because, you know, it's given me a lot of free time as well to grow and learn and discover things and be creative. And he has always just really promoted that, you know, just like, here, have a great life, you know, and just provided the resources for me and my kids to just explore and discover the world and just, you know, learn cool things and just kind of have a chill life, seeing all the beautiful, wonderful things there are to learn about the world, right? But he models that too, just by going out and, you know, doing stuff and being proactive. and he's super kind, and he's a very loyal friend. He's very humble. I mentioned earlier that he was in IT, but he got to that place by working full-time to support us and going to school part-time. And so he took like eight or 9 years to complete his 4-year degree because he could only go part-time because he's supporting a family. But he just, kept going, finished, and was able to get this really great job and move us out to Northwest Arkansas, this beautiful place. And anyway, I won't go off for, 6 minutes, but he has been a big inspiration to me for, my entire adulthood. So really great person. He's been a fun person to grow up with, and a fun person to get older with, and just a really great person to learn with, right? And, he likes to hear what I have to say and the stuff I'm interested in, and then he tells me the stuff he's interested in, and it's really nice to be able to just be interesting and have somebody who is interesting, right? Okay, enough about Jamie. So the last prompt is just to tag some people. So I will tag some people in the description box. I'm going to go on and kind of see who I have tagged recently, so I'm not harassing you, and then maybe find a couple of new booktubers out there to tag. So, but if you're listening to this and you want to do this tag, feel free to do it. I love to do tags. If you have a tag and I haven't done it yet, then tag me. I will do it. Otherwise, guys, have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.